Richard Boom here. I'm not part of this madness.
Must have been to a higher ground, lifted up to a better.
Hello guys and welcome back to I'm Not Part of This Madness, and today we are going to talk about something really important. That is your health. There are a lot of fat people in the world. Obesity is all over the place, and we have a lot of cases of type 2 diabetes. Sometimes, it is not entirely, and sometimes it's not entirely the fault of these fat, unhealthy people. For the reason that they don't have the proper information to properly take care of their health. If you are fat, let me be clear here. I do not absolve you of the responsibility. It is your responsibility to take care of your health. And it is your job to look for the best information, to keep yourself up to date, and to do research about health, about biology, and all of this stuff that would maintain your health.
But it's so confusing. One time they tell me fat is bad, now fat is good. I don't know who to believe anymore. How can you say that I am responsible for the information and for my own health?
If that is the case, then you should double down on your research and studying the information that could maintain your health. And not just believe some of these gurus and experts that are making you fat. Alright guys, before I get off tangent here and before I get really preachy, let me just check our show notes. Okay, so one of these very bad information and very, very bad idea that people actually believe is this idea of eating 6 to 8 times a day is healthy and is going to help you lose weight. I mean, to me, it's so obvious that this is a really bad idea and this is really unhealthy. But the thing is, people actually believe this. I have this friend and he's fat. I visited him at his house and I saw him preparing 6 meals. And beside him, I saw a box chunk full of supplements and granola bars. He has these protein powders, BCCA, multivitamins, hormone boosters, and what have you. He said he just got back from his visit from the nutritionist. In essence, what the nutritionist advised is that he eat 6 meals a day, divide his 3 meals into 6. So that is 3 major meals and a snack. Take all the supplements that he just bought and exercise moderately. I would have shrugged this as a one-off or as an anomaly if I haven't seen my colleague doing the same. I saw my colleague eating this granola bar a few hours before lunch, and I've been observing her eating this granola bar for weeks. So out of curiosity, I asked her, "What are you doing?" And she's fat and she's eating granola bars before lunch. So I was curious. She basically told me that she started this diet that is supposed to make her lose weight. And there was this fitness expert that advised her what to do. Which basically comes down to eat 6 meals a day, eat your granola bar in between your 3 major meals, and exercise moderately or have light exercises 3 times a week. Interesting. And the thing is, I had another friend who told me that for health, you need to eat small quantities of food frequently, and this is how you become healthy and this is how you lose weight. Doesn't make fucking sense to me. And you shouldn't eat at night because you need to eat at specific times of the day to maximize health and weight loss. So you need to consume more and do light exercises to lose weight and be healthy. This is madness, and this is making you fat.
Oh, I lost 1 pound in 2 weeks. 1 pound, and I feel good.
Darling, I don't do feelings. I only stay with the facts that I could verify, with the facts that are in accordance with the best possible information and research that we have. Don't do feelings. These people, I'm telling you, these people. The alleged benefit of eating 6 to 8 meals a day is you are supposed to lose weight because it magically revs up your metabolism and you need to constantly feed the furnace. Another benefit is they say that if you eat 6 to 8 meals a day, it will maintain lean body mass. That is, it will maintain your muscles. And they're telling you that you will have more energy, you will be more energetic, and you will have stable hormones, whatever that means. And they're telling you that if you eat 6 to 8 meals a day, you will have less hunger, and therefore you will consume less, and therefore you will lose weight. I think at this point I need to do some disclaimer. I did bodybuilding in the past, and this is not the competitive bodybuilding, but I did bodybuilding, and I would say I was pretty successful in consistently achieving my goals. I also did CrossFit, where I have very good PR or personal records. So I know something about health, and I'm also very active. I do boxing, I do Krav Maga, I do to some extent Kali. And this advice to lose weight by eating 6 meals a day does not make any sense. They make you eat 6 meals a day, they make you take supplements, and you are encouraged to eat these granola bars, and you're supposed to magically lose weight. It doesn't make sense. If you are a bodybuilder, yes, you need to eat 6 meals a day because you need the caloric excess to build muscle. You need to gain weight. That's why you're eating 6 meals a day and big quantities of food. But fat people do not need that because they are trying to lose, not gain. And this idea that you need supplements to lose weight, you don't need any supplements if you want to lose weight. There is no magic powder that would instantly make you lose weight. Only hard work and sacrifice and dedication to your health will make you healthier. Bodybuilders take supplements because they want to get bigger. And this is done through excess of macronutrients and calories. And fat people don't need the excess. So why eat 6 meals a day? On top of that, you add artificial supplements and artificial granola bars. Do you know that a typical whey protein, a scoop of whey protein, 30 grams, is 130 calories, and it has 2 grams of fats and 10 grams of carbs and 20 grams of protein? If you are fat, 50% of that protein is carbs. Yes, it has sugar. Yes, it has fats. And fat people, do you really need that excess calories? And these granola bars, what is this? Do you know how unhealthy a granola bar is? For your benefit, I went to the market and I checked the ingredients of these granola bars. And I will read it to you, and I want you to take note. Health Warrior Chia Bar Acai Berry. Ingredients: Ancient Grain Blend, which is chia, oats, organic quinoa. Next, brown rice syrup. Next, pea crisp, which is composed of pea protein isolate, pea starch, rice flour, calcium carbonate. Next, almonds, organic agave syrup, organic dark chocolate chips, which is composed of organic sugar, organic cocoa liquor, organic cocoa butter, organic vanilla. Next, coconut flakes, cocoa powder, Arabic gum, natural flavors, sea salt, and natural vitamin E. If you are taking notes, if you notice, sugar was mentioned 4 times. There are 4 different sugars in there: brown syrup, pea starch, organic agave syrup, and organic sugar. And if you notice, most of the ingredients are carbohydrates. What's healthy about that? Nothing but carbs. So people that need to lose weight are supposed to eat this healthy warrior bar before their major meals. How are you going to lose weight if you're adding more calories, not to mention artificial stuff, more sugar, more carbs, and more fats in your diet? How do you lose weight? And this insanity for protein, that you need to consume X amount of protein. There is no magic quantity of protein intake, but these people are advised to take these protein powders that is supposed to help them lose weight. Because your body cannot store protein for future usage. FYI, too much protein puts stress on your liver and kidneys. This idea that somehow there's a magical quantity of protein intake is just BS. Your protein needs vary because some people exercise more, some people exercise less. An athlete need to consume more protein to repair their muscles. But if you are just sitting in front of your computer all day, you don't need to consume the same amount of protein as an Olympic power lifter. That is just crazy. This idea of eating 6 to 8 meals a day for health and to lose weight, and it is being pushed by a lot of experts, it's just so wrong in so many levels. When I told my friend and my colleague that they are doing themselves harm, and I gave them the facts, they were not very happy with me, to say the least. And I want to tell you why it is wrong. Don't believe me and don't have faith in me and don't take my word for it. I will tell you the reasons why, and I want you to do your own research and to vet the information that I am about to tell you. So in this 6 to 8 meal a day diet, they tell you not to eat at night, and you need to eat at specific times of the day to maximize weight loss. But that is just bro science, to say the least, because calories eaten at 9 a.m. is the same calories eaten at 9 p.m. Yeah, your metabolism slows down because you are about to sleep. Your body will store fat because your body is not using the fuel when you are sleeping. Look, even if you do nothing, your body still uses a significant amount of energy to keep you alive. And that is called basal metabolic rate. Your heart still consumes energy. Your brain function still consumes energy. And your muscles consume energy just by being there. This idea that if you eat at night, all of a sudden the calories will magically turn into fat is just crazy. Just because you're asleep doesn't mean that you consume 0 calories. This myth, I believe, comes from fat people just tend to eat more calories at night. Dinners are usually the biggest meal of the day for a lot of people. And of course, what people see is like, oh, this person is eating a lot during the night. Therefore, eating at night makes you fat. Dude, I've been eating heavy dinners for 50,000 years and I'm not fat. It is not the timing of food, because the calories that you consume will be the same calories no matter the time of day. What matters is the quantity, the quality, what you eat, and what you do for your physical activity. Of course, you can argue your hormones, but that is for another episode. Another alleged benefit of eating 6 to 8 meals a day is they say, oh, it's going to rev up your metabolism because of the thermic effect of food. They don't even know what the thermic effect of food. I asked them, what the hell is thermic effect of food? And they cannot explain it to me. The thermic effect of food is basically your body using a portion of the calories contained in the food that you eat to digest your food. Thermic effect of food is estimated to be 10% of your caloric intake. And this myth that if you eat constantly, you will constantly burn 10% of calories and therefore you're going to lose weight. Guess what? The math just doesn't add up. If you consume 100 calories minus 10%, that would be 10 calories for the thermic effect of food, you will still end up with 90 calories at the end of the day, whether you eat 6 times a day, whether you eat 8 times a day, or whether you eat one big meal a day. It's still the same 100 calories minus 10%. This idea that somehow your body will use up more energy to digest your food is just madness. The point of digestion is not to spend energy, but to take energy from the food that we are eating. Because if it is true that you are using more energy than what you are eating, then we would all be extinct. Because eventually, if that continues, we will have zero energy. And nobody can function with zero energy. So this is just crazy, and oh my god, you don't even have to be a doctor or a nutritionist to see the flaw in this. All you need is basic biology and basic math. Oh, another benefit of eating 6 to 8 meals a day is you will maintain your lean body mass. Nonsense! If it is true that you must eat constantly to maintain muscles, then you will become a vegetable. Glucose and fats are the first source of energy, not protein. If you miss one meal a day, you will not instantly eat up all your muscles and become a vegetable. No. You will consume glucose first, then fats. This common misconception is because people see bodybuilders and they are eating 6 times a day, and people think, oh, that's how they maintain muscle mass. More energy? Yeah, sure, you get more energy because you are constantly putting more energy in your mouth. Or you will have more energy if you eat 6 to 8 meals a day. Sure, but for what? You are trying to lose weight. For what? Aren't you supposed to allow your body to use up your excess energy, i.e. fats, that are already in your body? If you keep on eating, how the hell is your body going to use those stored energy? Oh, I eat 6 to 8 meals a day because I will be less hungry. Nope. Eating constantly makes you hungrier. And I know that by experience, by anecdote, by watching all of these people eating 6 to 8 meals a day. This phenomenon is wonderfully explained by Dr. Jason Fung in his book, The Obesity Code. I will put links in the description below and you can buy that book through that link. So back to that less hunger myth. What happens is that after 3 hours, according to WebMD, blood sugar begins to fall. So you eat and after 3 hours, it starts going down. What happens when you're low on glucose? You feel cranky, you feel hungry, and you want to eat again. So it is not true that you will be less hungry. Well, okay, then eating 6 meals a day will make your hormones more stable. Surely that is true. Yeah, sure. If you eat constantly, of course your body is required to constantly pump insulin. And if you must know, constant exposure to insulin at certain quantities can cause diabetes. Eating 6 times a day makes you fat, and understand the dangers of this. Look, insulin is a hormone that tells your cells to use glucose in your bloodstream for energy. But insulin is also a storage hormone. It tells your body to convert glucose into fats and store it in your adipose tissue. Again, this is explained so well by Dr. Fong in his book, so I do recommend that you pick up that book and read. Your fat cells are like batteries. Every time you eat, you recharge these batteries with some amount of fats. When you run out of glucose, say in between meals, energy comes out of these fat cells to fuel your body. I don't know where the logic is of eating 6 to 8 meals a day makes you lose fat, because if you constantly have glucose in your system, your body will not use fats as energy. It will constantly consume glucose in your system. And when you are eating carbs, you raise your blood sugar, and this is dangerous. This is why your body releases insulin to use carbs as fuel, so it can get rid of the sugar and use it as energy. But your body can only use so much carbs. And once your body used all the carbs that it needs, insulin does its other job, which is to tell your body to convert those glucose into fats and store it in your adipose tissues or fat cells. And for those who want to look this up, the keyword would be lipogenesis. In healthy individuals, you need just a small amount of insulin to process that glucose in your bloodstream. But over time, this could change. Your cells can get used to the constant bombardment of insulin. So your body needs to produce more insulin to accomplish the same effect. This is the start of what they call insulin resistance, aka type 2 diabetes. Your body is producing more and more insulin because your cells get more and more used to the bombardment of insulin, and therefore you need more insulin to accomplish the same effect. And when your cells are not as reactive to insulin, they don't pull out the glucose in your bloodstream as much as before. So when you have glucose in the bloodstream and your cells are not pulling this glucose in your bloodstream, your body is forced to transform this glucose into fats. By supplying energy to your cells by eating 6 to 8 meals a day, how do you expect to give your body the chance to use stored energy from your fat cells? Your body will constantly use the glucose from your granola bar, your piece of fruit, or your snack, or whatever. Why would your body use your stored energy, your fats, when it has glucose in the bloodstream? Remember, sugar is toxic in the blood. That's why it doesn't stay there forever. That's why it's pushed into the cells and converted into fats. It doesn't sit there. You want to lose weight? It's not going to be eating 6 to 8 meals a day and doing light exercises. The reason why bodybuilders and athletes eat 6 to 8 times a day is because they have to consume massive amounts of calories per day just to fuel their workouts and have excess to build muscles. And when I was doing my bodybuilding in the past, I have to consume 5 to 7,000 calories per day. And it is simply impossible to eat that with 3 meals per day. And also the reason why we don't get fat and why we build muscles is we have an exercise program that is intense and very hard. We exercise a lot. Ever heard of beast mode? Yeah. It's not light to moderate exercise that we do. It is beast mode. And what is the expert advice for people who want to lose weight? Eat 6 to 8 times a day. Consume all of these supplements that is full of sugar and artificial stuff, and exercise moderately. Yeah, this is how experts make you fat. If you like this episode and you know someone who wants to lose weight but is advised to eat 6 times a day, please share this episode to that person so we could talk sense to this person. And please don't forget to like, upvote, comment, subscribe in iTunes or YouTube or VidMe, because I need your support. I want to continue spreading the message that I am spreading. I want to continue spreading the truth, the fact to other people. And I cannot do that without your support, without your like, without your subscription, without your love, for lack of better word. So please, 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 again, share this episode, like, upvote, comment, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you. See you soon. Boom.
You should know a thing about me.